Welcome to Season 2 of The Biz Show, sponsored by InvestQuire. And now, your hosts, Barry and Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning, Barry. I'm doing well today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I was on vacation last week. It was much needed and just enjoying now getting back into it. I missed work.
You did? Well, that's a good statement to have. I mean, the pictures that you showed me were beautiful. I've never seen places like that yet.
I've enjoyed my work, that's for sure. Well, we went to Bodie, the ghost town.
Yeah,
and,
perfect timing. Halloween's coming.
Maybe a ghost followed us back. I don't know.
Oh, no. Casper.
Well, as long as it's a friendly ghost.
Yes, exactly. There are those.
I hope so. I sit on the fence on that, right? So I've never had anything to sway me one way or another that there's ghosts or paranormal activities or anything like that. Oh my gosh.
It's the coolest experience, to be honest. I've had several, but some people just flat out don't believe in it. So I don't even like to go there and offend anybody, if you will.
I want to believe in it.
Yes.
And I like ghost stories and movies and shows and stuff like that. I've just not had any opportunities or the option to encounter anything.
Right. I mean, it's out there. We're all pieces of energy floating around. So
who knows? Halloween's just around the corner. Who knows what's going to happen, huh?
Right. It's coming fast. This month of October went by so quickly.
Yes.
Here we are winding down the year. People are like thinking about their goals in business of what they want to still accomplish. I think trying to get it all done before 2025.
Just around the corner.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today, Barry?
So we're still in the Business 101, the startup series, right? And the last couple episodes, we started out with, understanding what you want to do and kind of formulating that plan, building a business plan. We've talked about building your team last week.
Yeah.
This week, we're going to talk about the resources available to you and the resources you should use on the startup of your business. Not necessarily that you'll stick with every single one of them, but they're a good place to start.
And you may not, just for those of you listening out there today, it may not just be for startup businesses, but you may want to implement some of these resources even today, being in the business after several years. So hopefully you'll get some tips and new tricks of the trade.
This is true. I mean, I don't know how many. Well, come on, Lisa. Let's call a spade, right? Mm-hmm. We've sold businesses or are selling businesses, and the owners of that business has handed us a bunch of receipts.
Yeah, there was no software, no QuickBooks, no nothing, no ledgers. It's all been handwritten over the years. I miss those days, though. Computers aren't always accurate. So then you have this whole, double checking on what your computer has computed.
Well, I don't know. I think they're pretty accurate. Well, I'm a tech guy. What can I say?
Yeah, so we're going to be bringing up a lot of different software options today to implement into your business, whether you're starting up or whether you're a business already in existence. But yeah, don't do the old handwritten file or cash under the mattress type. Let's, keep our records so we have a profitable business to show to a potential buyer one day if you wanted to sell the business.
You're going to forget, right? So I do. If I don't write stuff down or I don't have software to help me, I use a program for my thoughts and notes and stuff like that called Evernote. And by the way, anything that we talk about today in this podcast, we are not endorsing it.
Right.
We are not getting paid to talk about it or anything like
sponsors.
That. These are just things that we have used in the past and know of that can help get you started, right?
Right. Yeah, but if you want to be a sponsor, feel free.
Well, we're looking for sponsors, so please reach out and we'll be more than happy to
promote the product.
Talk about you and promote your product. Absolutely.
Yes.
So
let's
anyways,
get going here.
Let's just dive into it.
Talk about today is point of sale, POS systems.
Yeah, point of sale. So if you're a retail and you have products that you sell, whether it's in a traditional brick and mortar store
or
online, you need some type of point of sale, right? How you're going to sell that product and give them a receipt and collect the money.
So it's accepting the payments and managing the product inventory.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good POS systems out there. And there's some okay systems out there.
Where would a business owner start when they're doing that research?
Well, I would definitely start at Square.
Yeah.
Right. So, and by the way, Square, if you use Square, they will give you free point of sale software.
Oh, that's awesome. That's always helpful, right?
Yeah. Well, because
minimizing your startup costs.
You're going to use Square. You're going to go through their service.
Yes.
They're going to charge you 2.5 or whatever.
They
the
make
going
it up
rate
on the
is.
back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's pretty low in comparison to other systems.
Well, Visa, MasterCard, right? So a lot of,
Yeah.
It's funny. When we were on vacation, we pulled into this restaurant and right in the front door says, we do cash only. Because if you do credit cards or debit cards,
business takes
there's
less
like
than-
a 2.5%.
Yeah. And is it legal for a business to charge for a consumer to use Visa and MasterCard? Or
It
credit
didn't
card?
used to be, but it appears that it is today,
I see
right?
that they're charging for it now.
So, because if you go
Yeah.
drive by a gas station, you have the cash price and you have the credit price, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It used to be you could not charge a different price.
I thought
for
it was
that.
against the law.
I thought it was
Yeah.
too. We'll have to check into that. That's something that we need
But
to.
that's right. The gas stations do it, so it must be a legal method.
Yeah, I think it should be illegal, right?
I know. We all have credit cards. Who has cash these days? Oh my goodness. But we need to have cash on hand for.
I think I have
Chips and whatnot.
$3 in my wallet.
Yeah.
and I think I've had that for about 3 months.
Wow. I have those $2 bills. I love them. I collect them. But I'm never
Oh.
going to spend them.
Okay, there you go. It's funny because speaking of the $2 bills, right? I had when I was working with a restaurant,
Yeah.
a couple employees. There was a scuffle going on up at the register.
Oh, no.
And so I walked up. I'm like, "What's going on?" Well, they're trying to hand me fake money,
Oh,
and because these
the
are young
youth
kids,
did not
right?
know
Yeah.
that they existed. A $2
And I'm like,
bill.
"Well, let me see it."
Aw.
And so they hand me a $2 bill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is real." And they look at me like, "What?"
That's great. Well, it's not in circulation hardly anywhere.
It isn't.
but we still are allowed to accept it, right?
It is still
Yeah.
currency.
You
Le-
probably blew his mind.
I did. They were like, "What?
What about those
This is
silver
real?"
dollars? I love those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa used to collect different coins, and he taught me all about these unique things to look out for if you want to collect money.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's a
Something I've
fun
never really
hobby.
got into, that or stamp collecting, anything like that. I
Yeah.
collect watches.
Oh, I love that. That's
I think I
cool.
got 35 watches.
Wow, that's really neat.
So some of them are $3 and some of them are a couple $100.
Oh no,
I can't afford a Rolex
I was
yet.
just gonna say no Rolexes in there.
I got a Folex. I'm honest. Hey.
Oh, I love it.
But any POS
yeah,
software, you
software.
get, make sure that it's got reporting. It can print receipts,
You track your customers.
track your customers. Some of them,
Yeah.
and like the Square has
A loyalty program. No?
loyalty programs. It's got
Points
report
and-
generating.
Yeah,
It
fancy
can track your
schmancy.
inventory too.
Right. And a lot of them have now when the customer has control over like signing with their finger on the system, it asks for tips, right?
Yeah.
So you could make more money if you
Tips
use-
is a
Yeah.
sore subject with a lot
Oh,
of people.
I know.
It's like, when do you tip? When do you don't
If
tip?
you're in a
How
good
much
mood,
do you tip?
because you're in a good mood that day? You want to pay it forward. It's kind of like
So
Yeah.
the next one is critical, right? It's crucial. Accounting software. As if you have a business, whether it's large, medium, or small, you absolutely should have some type of accounting software.
or you outsource it to a bookkeeper, right? There's some fantastic bookkeepers out there.
Absolutely. But
Yes.
if you're looking at software,
There's a free option that Barry's come up with. It's called Wave.
there is a
I don't think
company-
people know about these free
Yeah.
options, Barry.
Well, it help. As I said, a lot of these help you get started. They're
Yeah.
very simple and simplistic.
Right.
They don't go into all the
But
details.
something's better than
You're
nothing.
going to pay if you want all the details.
One of our clients needs to do this one.
Yes.
Maybe we should mention it to her if she's not listening.
But the accounting software. So what's
Yeah.
that going to do? That's going to do you, tie into your
Like a P&L.
POS.
Can
Yeah.
you generate a
Yeah.
P&L from it, right?
It's going to create all the reports: P&L, income statements, your general ledger. It's
Manages
going to track
payroll.
accounts payable, accounts receivable. It's going to, at the end of the day, give you a cash flow statement, right?
That's what we need to see when we're selling your business.
It is.
Yes.
So there is again a company that does Wave, and it does has a free version of it, but it's very simplistic, right?
Yeah.
You can with that you can create invoices, you can track them, you can report, but it's not going to give you all the detail that you're going to get out of QuickBooks or out
Yeah.
of Sage. Sage is the next step. It's what large corporations with hundreds of millions of dollars use and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
There's definitely some expansive programs out there,
Yes, definitely.
depending on the industry you're in.
So the next one is dear to your heart, and you as a business should have this in place, right? And that is a CRM package.
Right. People don't know what CRM stands for unless
Let's
you're in
tell
the
'em.
real estate world. It's customer relationship management. So those CRM systems will have a lot of built-in templates if it's a good one, and have the ability to do drip campaigns that are automatically.
And what's a drip campaign, Lisa?
Well, it's a campaign where you're going to be sending out an email periodically, maybe weekly, maybe monthly, to your database that is in the CRM system, and it could be related to your business that you're in. It could be a seasonal, Merry Christmas email. It could be a recipe, but you're sending out information through email through a drip campaign that is sent to them automatically on a schedule.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
And, as a new business, you want to get in front of your customers as much as possible, right? So you want to stay top of mind. And how do you stay top of mind? You use those drip campaigns.
You
send
bombard
out-
them with emails.
Well, yeah.
I have a lot of those in my inbox.
I
And you
delete a
can-
lot of
you
those
can
and
unsubscribe.
unsubscribe. And that's the key thing right there, right? So
That's why you always want to send something of value.
if you're going to do a CRM package, you also want to make sure that you have some type of an email campaign package to go with it that allows the customer to unsubscribe.
Yes.
And by the way, yesterday I saw on the news that the federal government just passed a law. It goes into effect next month.
Oh.
That there better be an
Unsubscribe
unsubscribe
button.
and yeah, and it's not just for emails, but it's for all subscription based.
Wow.
So Netflix and your gym and stuff like that, they
Really?
want one single click unsubscribe or
That'll
cancel.
save people from calling on the phone for hours and hours.
I
think that's really going to be helpful.
went to a gym
Maybe
years
not for the
ago,
business, but-
and I would get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym and work out and stuff like that. And it was great. But then daylight savings time hit and it
Yeah.
just changed my whole sleep schedule. I never went again.
Oh, wow.
It took me 3 years, Lisa, to cancel
Was it in-
because I called them, I emailed them. Oh, yeah, we'll cancel it. No, I got billed next time. Next.
Gosh, what a
every month.
racket.
Fine. Yeah, it was a racket.
Oh,
And
man.
finally, my credit card
And
expired.
they won't reimburse you either. To
No,
get
they won't.
money back from a gym, I don't think that's even.
I finally got out of it because my
your
credit card
expired?
expired.
Oh my gosh, you could have called your credit card and said, "Do not allow this transaction any further." Right?
I could have done that,
Yeah.
but at the time I didn't really give that much thought.
Yes.
I was just irate with the gym.
The old-fashioned way, we would pick up the phone,
Yeah.
call them up, and say, "Can you
I
please
even
stop?"
went down and says, "Give me a form to
in
cancel."
person. Wow.
'Cause they
and
were
then
just
the
around
lady
the corner
behind the
from my
desk or the
house.
gentleman doesn't really know how to do that
And,
part.
yeah, no, well, they didn't
They
have a
just
form. They
intake
logged on the
people.
computer and said
Oh.
cancel, but then I still got billed next month.
Or my gym would say, "Oh, you need to call this phone number in a different city because that's who handles it." And then
Right.
you go home and you forget.
Right.
Well, that's a pain in the, you know what?
So, CRM helps you track all of your customer interactions. Like when you have a phone call, an email, whatever, it tracks all that
in case
stuff.
you have a team,
Right.
and then they could check the notes, and then
Right.
they'll know where we left off with a specific client.
Exactly. It also can help analyze customer behaviors if
Interaction.
you're using it properly.
Yeah.
90% of the people don't use it, or
Don't
they
even
have
know.
a phone call with a client, but they don't log
don't
that phone
input.
call into it.
Yeah.
And so how can the system
Still takes some human
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
maintenance.
So there are some free options, right? HubSpot is a great one for a free CRM. So is Zoho, right? Zoho has up to 3 users that are free. However, now that I've said that, right? Again, like anything else, they're limited in what their abilities,
What
the
they
abilities they
do.
can do,
Yeah,
right?
you can't
If
get
you
them
want to
for
do, the email marketing campaigns
Or
and
have
type,
templates. They may not have those.
you're going to have to subscribe and,
Yes.
and get that stuff in.
They just give you the little teaser.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they give you enough to get started, and it's funny because HubSpot is really good. They'll give you the full enterprise level version for the first
Yeah.
30 days and get you hooked on it.
Right.
And so you're using all these features. Oh, this is cool. This is great. And after 30 days, you get a notice. You got 2 days left, and you're going to the free version. And
What
you
should we give
lose-
for free, Barry? Maybe we need a hook. We need to give out free something to get people to subscribe.
We give a free consultation, a 1-hour consultation. We'll talk to you guys and help you,
Give you a
understand how to
free
sell your business.
podcast to advertise your business
There you go.
in exchange for a subscription to some business management systems, right?
Yes.
Will help you become more profitable. Anyway, there's my little 2-second infomercial.
There you go. So CRM
Because
is
I
important,
can.
right?
Yeah, CRMs are wonderful.
Accounting and CRM are probably the 2 most important things you
Aspects.
need to have
Yeah.
in a business.
Yep.
So the next one is PM software, right? Project
Right.
management. And people, I don't do project management and stuff like that, so I don't really need that. But I'm going to tell you, yes, you do, because if you're a business, you might have a project. Maybe you're a restaurant and you're going to redesign your dining room, or you're moving from one location to another location, or you're going
Yeah.
to open up a new location,
Or you have
right?
employees.
So those become projects, and this can help you manage it, right?
Yes.
And there's Microsoft Project is a project management software. And there's all kinds of different ones out there, but it helps your teams collaborate with each other. If there's several people on your team that are doing different functions of that project,
It's a back end way to communicate.
it's a back-end way to communicate, but it's also a way to correlate everybody's notes and put them in one spot.
Keep track of everything.
You can see what this person is doing, and that person can see what you're doing.
Yeah, that's so
and they can
helpful.
understand what's going on.
Right. And there's another free option for you guys.
There is, and I use it all the time. It's called Trello.
Trello.
So
Nice.
it's really good, and it's the free version does everything you need it to do, right?
So you don't need to expand off of that. You don't think
really don't need to expand.
that's a great tip.
Yes, we're integrating it into our system as well, so
Nice.
it'll work out well. Even if you're doing a marketing campaign, right? That marketing campaign,
Yeah.
you can do it, but there are some things that you have to research prior to and stuff like that, and this is where this shines, right? Because the marketing campaign takes care of the now, and you're marketing to your customers and stuff like that. But if you need to do research and things like that, this is a good place to do it at.
Very cool.
And
Cool stuff.
I've used this in the dashboard for me and my customers, Trello, to basically just correspond
Communicate?
back and forth, right?
Oh, okay. So it's a good format for that.
It is.
Nice.
And so I can tie in, and I probably should do that.
Yeah.
I could tie it into my cell phone so that when I'm texting, it'll put that into
it goes
there
right
as well.
there. Oh my
so that
gosh.
way I don't have
That
to
would
go
be
through
amazing.
25 different people's text
Yes.
to understand.
And then you can actually delete it off your phone memory because you have it now in this software,
Yes.
right?
Another one is not really project management software, but it's something that we'll be using too, is Microsoft Teams. And that's more for chatting and texting and stuff like that, but we all get into one tag, and you can have a different ones. For instance, you and I can have a chat all by ourselves.
Right. You could set
Right.
it for privacy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we can have another chat with the entire team.
Right.
And then I might have another chat with me and Anthony that doesn't include you or the rest of
But
the
now
team.
Microsoft Teams is not free.
Parts of it are free, but if you want
Yeah.
to subscribe on a bigger level and do some of the other things, you're
Right.
going to subscribe to it. And the other thing that Teams has, it also has video conferencing.
Yeah.
Just like Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So
Google Meets. Yep.
Yep. So those are things that
those
are
are
available.
helpful.
Yeah. So, the next one that we would go into, and this is as you start to grow and you start to get some employees and stuff like that.
Human resources software.
Human resource software, right?
Yes.
Human capital.
Helps you with the onboarding process, time tracking, payroll, managing your employee file information.
Yes and no. The free versions, you'll be able to create a database, pictures, names,
the little file of the employee.
And stuff like that. Are you going to be onboarding with it? No.
No.
Is it going to track time? No.
No
Is it going to
reports
do
will come out of
payroll?
that.
No. The free version, there is a free version out there, Bamboo HR.
Just to say that you have it, right?
Yeah. Again, that's basically a database of who your people are, how much they make. It's something for you to go back and review. For instance, maybe you're giving them a raise right now. So you could go back and track the history. Oh, I gave them that raise here. I gave them a raise there.
Yeah, you could track your performance reviews on it.
Yeah, a lot of those you can do stuff like that too.
So it's a great resource to get started with your employees, right?
Right.
To have something.
So the biggest human resource out there, is I actually used to own stock in a company called PeopleSoft, which was HR. And then guess what? Oracle bought it.
Oh.
Right. So now Oracle has their version of their HR out there. But
right.
It is a good thing. As you get bigger, those are things that you probably should really take a look at.
A necessity.
And then the bigger ones like that, they're going to track all your legal issues. Make sure you've got, for instance, if you got minors, it's going to remind you need work permits for those minors.
Yes. Stay in compliance.
Right.
Very important.
So the free versions, guess what? You're on your own on stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they can really help get you started on the right track.
Exactly.
And if you're confused of where to go, give Lisa or myself a call.
Call us and ask.
Right.
Simple question. Reach out anytime.
Anytime. Well, not at 3:00 in the morning because we probably are not going to answer it.
Yeah. Listeners in other countries, right? So there's time zone differences.
Well,
obviously.
we have people all over the world listening to this. We got people in New Zealand,
What are
and
our
Australia,
numbers at, Barry?
Germany.
I think we were at 12,000.
We were at 12,000, yeah.
And it's increasing. Our podcast listeners. Oh, it fluctuates. It goes up and down a little bit. Yeah.
Right, because we took a little bit of a hiatus.
Oh, so we lost some.
We lost some people, and that's typical. That happens. But we didn't lose a whole lot.
And now we're ramping it back up.
We are ramping.
So when you're on your treadmill or taking a run or driving in the car, it's a perfect time to listen to our podcast. So thank you all for listening.
Yes, thank you so much. So there are some other essential things that you should probably look like, right? Like for your email marketing, we talked about that, email marketing campaigns.
That can happen through a CRM system.
There's Constant Contact.
Yep.
There's also ChimpMail or MailChimp.
MailChimp.
And MailChimp, we're using MailChimp. Or we will use MailChimp.
And some of these resources help you with getting your emails, going into spam.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to consider. You don't want to be doing mass emails and then have it end up in people's spam and then you get blocked.
Then your email gets blocked as spammer and then none of your email goes out.
None of them.
So for MailChimp, they do have a free plan, but it's for one person and you only can send out 10 things a month.
Right.
Right.
Very limited.
So it's very limited, but yet if you're doing a drip campaign, you want to send something out once a week.
Yeah.
You're okay because you're only going to send out 4 things a month, right?
Right.
But as you grow, you get more team members and you want to
Larger
send more.
database.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you're going to subscribe to
It's
it.
a numbers game.
Yep.
Then you need social media management because that's a key way to advertise your business and get new clients. And so
let me ask you a
tools
question.
that will
How
help
do
you
you
with that.
manage your social media right now? You put a post on
myself
Facebook.
And I.
Yeah. So you go out and you put a post, and I'm guilty of this too.
Yeah.
You
But
put
there's-
a post. Excuse me.
A soast.
You put a
A post.
post on Facebook.
Yeah, then you got
to LinkedIn,
And then you got to
gotta
copy
go
and paste.
Instagram,
Yeah.
and then you got to
Then
go
you can't
to,
get it copied, and you're like, "Well, I want this copy."
So
oh my
there
gosh,
are
I have to
programs
rewrite
out
the
there
whole thing.
that
Yes.
can help, right? So
And they
Hootsuite,
schedule your posts too. You
and
can
Buffer.
schedule it for later, so you can
Yes.
have them in the queue ready to go.
right?
That's really nice. It's like a CRM of social media.
Buffer does offer a free version of this. Again,
Right.
very limited, right? But
And it manages
nonetheless,
the multiple platforms. For you.
you go in Buffer, you put it in, and you tie in all your social media, and then when you click submit on Buffer, it sends it out to all of them.
Because you're just inputting your URLs for the different sites.
Right, right.
So
And you got to give it permission.
Hootsuite is not. They don't have a free version on Hootsuite.
No, Buffer does though.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, and then obviously, if most people are going to need a website.
Yeah, and there's a free one on Wix. I've used that before.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you.
Basic.
Free websites
You could tell they're
suck.
free.
Yeah, you could tell right off the bat. Basically,
But they do
it's
offer a
one
lot.
page,
They do
but
offer
it gives you some
emails,
exposure.
and then of course they have some paid
But here's the thing you don't get.
add-ons.
For instance, if you use like WordPress, right? WordPress and Wix have free ones. You're not going to get the URL. For instance, for us, we have investquire.com. If we were to do a WordPress website free through WordPress, we would be in investquire.wordpress.com.
Oh, yeah.
So
Because it's free.
because it's free.
Yep.
So you don't get, I have one called bestpitch.wordpress.com that I had way back in the
You
day.
still have it because
It's still sitting out there, and
Right.
it's management stuff all the way back from I think 2008 or something like that. But there are options out there for you. Again, if you need help with that, let us know.
Yes, Barry will design your website for you and make it look like a custom one, so you won't have to do something like Wix, be ordinary.
Yeah.
We want you to be
But those-
extraordinary.
but those do cost money. Let's
Yes.
call a spade a spade. You pay for what you get.
Right, exactly.
And
Totally.
if you want to pay, and websites can, you can go and look.
Some people don't believe in websites anymore just because of the social media platform. You're telling more about yourself and your business through those forums. So
But
I've
there's
had somebody say, I don't need a website.
yeah, well,
But that's a good way to look up,
then their business is really probably not
Yeah.
that big either, right?
right. Because every business
And they're
has
probably
one.
just a one man shop, and everybody's needs are different.
Right.
But I will say this: websites and website developers are a dime a dozen, right?
Yeah.
And you can get a website designed for $500.
Yeah. they
It's
will.
going to look like a $500
They are out
website.
there. Or people use virtual assistants and have them do it.
Then there are websites that are major hundreds of millions of dollars to build, right? So you're talking websites like realtor.com.
They have lead capture systems.
Yes,
right?
they have all that stuff built into them. So there's a lot of automation, and everything that's easy on the front end means there's a lot of programming and development on the backside that you don't see that makes that all happen to make it easy on the front end.
for the consumer.
Because I laugh all the time. People tell me, "Oh, we'll just do this and this." I'm like, "Yeah, you just talked about 60 to 100 hours worth of work on the back end for me to make it look like
For the
that."
programmer. Yeah. Nobody
So-
knows unless you're a programmer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Anyways, so marketing, automation
Automation.
and stuff like that. Again, we kind of talked about free CRM packages and stuff like that. HubSpot is a good place to start. Marketo is another one. They can help you nurture leads. They can actually tie into your social media too.
But HubSpot can.
Right. So you don't need Buffer and stuff like that. For instance, we're using Zoho, and when
Yeah.
we're done with the Bella Properties website, the CRM will do all that stuff for us.
Right. It'll be nice to have it all in one.
Yes. Anyways, so, just to recap real fast, right? If you're looking at, you need some software for your business, some resources, right? A good POS system, a good accounting system, a good CRM system, and accounting and CRM are critical. You really need those.
And we may not have mentioned something that you do need. So if you have something that we didn't cover today, give us a call and we could discuss it with you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every business is different, and some people have a construction company is going to have different needs than a restaurant.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be a little bit different in that aspect.
Yeah, but we'd love to help you guys.
Yeah, definitely so. Give us a call. Reach out. You can find us at the Biz Show Facebook group, right? And at our website.
Investquire.com.
Yes.
So feel free to reach out anytime. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Have
you guys
a wonderful week.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.